Hey, don't turn it off yet. Here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys on Business.
We have not even prepared for today's show. Did we have any topics that we were going to discuss or anything that you think that we should actually even bring up?
No, I don't know.
I find it really hard to believe that you guys didn't prepare for the show.
I find it hard to believe that there was so little sarcasm in your voice there, Sonny Lake.
The Nice Guys on Business podcast. The sportos, the motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebs, dickheads. They think they're righteous dudes. Need an education on how to grow your business? The Nice Guys are here to help. Learn about great customer service, networking, and how just being nice can help you prosper. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Hey, Nice Guy community. Welcome back. Welcome back. My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, no, it's not Doug Sandler. It's Miss Sunny Lake today.
Hey, baby. How are you?
I'm good. I fired Doug. He wasn't nearly as cute as you.
Wait a minute. Well, you fired me.
Really, who is as cute as me? Is there anyone as cute as me? Let's be serious. Let's be serious for a second.
Sunny, it's been way too long. We miss you. What's been going on with you, girl?
I miss you guys, too. I am so ready for this new year.
You're loving it?
Because 2016 was kind of a bag of dicks.
I know, when you sent me that message, 2016 was a bag of dicks. I'm like, oh shit, something went down. So Sonny, we haven't shared any information. We don't know what's private, what's public. So we're just going to let you share with what good things that you have to look forward to in 2017. We'll leave 2016 behind unless you feel compelled to share any information with anybody that's out there in the Nice Guy community.
Well, I'll share in the Facebook thing, but 2017 is actually just going to be my year where I'm going to just make all sorts of stuff happen that I've been waiting for and haven't been able to do. But now I have some more freedom and flexibility. So I'm going to be doing some really cool shit this year. And I'm really excited about it.
That is cool.
Are we going to finally get to meet you? Like, Doug, you've met Sonny, right?
Absolutely not. I have not met Sonny.
Really? I thought you guys
met once. And the one time
once.
he's going to be out here, I'm going to be in fucking New York.
No, you know what? I think that we're turning it into a webinar or something instead of an actual flight out to Tacoma. Tacoma wanted to bring me out there, but Sonny, you know how it is. I was holding out for my dollars, and they didn't have the dollars to pay, so I decided to do what I would normally do. I offered them some suggestions, and they came back to me with a would you be open to doing this in a webinar format? And then I opened up to Strick. I said, Strick, let's do a live episode of the Nice Guys on Business as a meeting for them. And I think that they are going to get approval on the idea, but that's not for another week or so. So I'm thinking, what the hell are they waiting for? They got to decide pretty soon now. How are they promoting this meeting if they don't know even what we're doing? I don't know.
Yeah, I think we might have gotten blown off, Doug. We may have gotten blown off.
Hey, I've gotten blown off by better.
So, Sonny, when are you in New York?
I am in New York the week of the 16th.
Because I'm actually going to be up there for a wedding on the 21st.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
I was going to be there.
You're staying over the weekend?
Yeah, I fly out Sunday.
You should totally come crash this wedding.
Are you there on business, Sonny?
Yeah. What? I'll be there for a conference, the Inman Connect conference. They have New York in January and then San Francisco in August.
Wait a minute. Sean usually goes to the Inman conferences. Is he going to that one too?
Sean will be there with me.
Oh, no kidding.
Nice.
Hold on. Oh, geez. When is that? That's the 20 what?
It's the week of the 16th. So it's like really, it's Tuesday through Friday. But Saturday, I'm going to go to an opera at the Met.
Wow.
Because when you're in New York, you have to do stuff like that. And especially when you live in a small town that has zero culture, you have to take advantage when you're.
Sonny, you should put a message out on the Facebook community wall saying that you'd be open for coffee in Manhattan. You and Sean would be open for coffee in Manhattan anytime. So you're there from you said the 16th through the 19th?
16th. Well, whatever that Sunday is that I fly home. I fly home the
22nd.
Yeah.
Sunday's the 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you are so close to us, Sonny. You're all the way on the East Coast. We've got to figure out how to make something work that week.
Well, and if Strick's got a wedding in New York, is it in Manhattan or where is it?
It is Pier 59. So it's kind of near. I know our hotel is is near Times Square, so it's not too
because
far
we're in
from
Times
there.
Square too. Like our conference is in Times Square.
You guys are going to be in the same town at the same time.
When is your Saturday? So Saturday night is your opera at the Met?
No, it's a matinee. We're going to the matinee.
Oh, you should totally come and crash this wedding. I'll just say you're part of my crew, my road crew.
Okay.
Sonny, how are you with tambourines?
Amazing.
How are you with
rhythm? I got rhythm for days.
How are you with shaking your maracas?
Very good.
I'm staying at the Broadway at Times Square Hotel.
I'm staying at the Royalton.
Okay. I'm at 129 West 46th Street. I don't know.
Hey, Strick, at this point is when the woman from the seminar that we did at DC Podfest said, how do you feel about your angle on objectifying women, Mr. Sandler? I'm like, just sit the fuck down. I said, if you don't like our podcast, that is the beauty of podcasting. If you don't like our show, don't listen.
Just don't listen. Yeah.
Just don't listen.
Yeah, there's someone out there for everybody. So just pick a different one.
Exactly.
So that's going to be really cool, Sonny. I hope you guys can actually connect, and I hope that. So, Strick, are you actually going up on Friday, or are you going up on Saturday?
No, going up on Saturday, but maybe I can go like early Saturday and meet Sunny for early dinner or something after her matinee at the Met.
Is Sean staying up with you on the through the weekend too, or is he just going to be there for the Inman conference?
I think he flies back Friday.
Gonna miss him. Him.
I think he goes back Friday. I'm not sure what dates he's there. I think he's there Monday through Friday.
So, Sonny, what else has been going on in your wonderful world of real estate? Have you been busy? Do you have any new fun adventures that the office is going to be taking you on, or any new experimental positions that they want to make sure that
experimental positions? That's not a word. Dear HR.
Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter for a moment. Mine's usually there, but
never. I've got a bunch of really cool, enthusiastic agents that I'm super excited about working with more this year. A lot of them have just been closing their first couple deals because they're all brand new licensed in the last few months. So I've got some really cool, fun people, and I really love it. And I'm kind of setting up some mentorships with some of the more veteran agents and these newer millennial agents to show the veteran agents that millennials actually do work really hard and want to make a difference. And
help answer this question then. So, because you are someone that does deal with a lot of seasoned veterans in the selling game, and now you're also dealing with millennials in the selling game in real estate, which is basically owning your own business when you're a real estate agent, because you have to learn how to manage your life and your time and your schedule. How do you find that the millennials? What's the best way in which you are able to manage them? What works out well for you and them?
What seems to work out really well is showing them how they can make an impact in the community, because they really want to give back. They really want to be part of something bigger. And so showing them that it's not just about selling a house, but it's about building a community and building those relationships. They don't have a transactional mindset. It's more of like, hey, we want to do something really cool and really big and have impact. And so I'm trying to show them they can do that more. And it works out really well.
Can you give me an example of how you might spin that for them? So if you can put it into the hands of someone that might have millennials that are on their staff right now in any circumstance, being whether it's an auto dealership or a real estate firm or even a home improvement type of business. Is there a way that you can spin it so millennials kind of those that manage millennials can understand? So it really is just a matter of, hey, you'll really make a good impact on the community?
We do a lot, we try to get them involved with different charities so they can grow their network, because a lot of them, they have a lot of student debt still. So their friends are not necessarily buying homes. So it's reaching out beyond just their typical sphere and getting them involved with different local charities and nonprofits to build their sphere and also just kind of network and start really kind of doing those cool things in the community and showing themselves as professionals. So that's been really helpful, and they like it. They get something out of it. just from a personal standpoint, but then they also get something out of it from a professional standpoint, just building those relationships and actually getting some business from it.
Hey, Strick, anybody that you work with, or anybody on in your squad or in your team, a millennial?
Oh, most of the people in the customer service section, which is where I sit with them, most of them are millennials. There's absolutely a lot of that. And Sonny, you're right. It really is all about the sense of community and giving back. And, you hit it right on the head. That is what it's all about. Why
is it that a lot of managers and people that are, I guess in the C level, the owners of organizations or the higher ups, why is it that you feel like they think that millennials are, I don't know, it's not lazy. I don't think the word is lazy. They're just so, what is in it for me and what is up right now? And it's always with technology. And why is it that, someone that is a little bit older, what is it that we can't tolerate? Maybe I should answer my own question, but what is it that we can't tolerate about millennials?
Well, I think that there's a lack of understanding, because people of even people my generation, we had to wait for stuff. I mean, we didn't have, we didn't grow up with internet until they started sending out those little CDs, and you'd have dial-up internet. So a lot of millennials don't understand what it's like to have to wait for things, wait for information, or go to the library and look stuff up in a card catalog, and then go find a book and then cite resources from that. They write their papers from Google. So you Google everything. You don't have to actually go and do physical research of walking around and looking for things. So everything is a lot more instant. And it's a lot more connected, which I think is why they want to know what kind of impact they're having, because everything is so connected and so turned on all the time. Like if you don't have 5,000 likes on something, people must hate you.
We played
because they're so hyper connected.
We played over the holiday when my wife's family was in town. We played what's it called? Cards Against Humanity. Is that the name of that?
Oh
yeah.
Which is a really challenging game. But there was a number of things that were in there that I either didn't know what it. I don't even want to go into some of the words that were used, but I wasn't 100% sure what some of the words even were. But you're 100% right, Sonny. A number of the things. It's like when we didn't know something, I'm 52, so when we were kids or when we were in our teens or in our 20s, when we didn't know something, we'd have to go, if we wanted to learn, we'd have to ask somebody. That was the first thing, like let's ask our parents. And if our parents didn't know, we'd have to ask authority figures, or we'd have to go to the dreaded Encyclopedia Britannica that was literally sitting up on the shelf, that hopefully if something new came out about that subject, it was in one of the yearly updates that they send you to the encyclopedia. You remember you had those. You had A through Z, and then you had years. So ours started with 1964 was the first year, and we kept adding years and years and years. And it's just so amazing how things have changed. All we did when we didn't know some of the answers to the questions with Cards Against Humanity or whatever the angle that they ask a lot of politically motivated questions. And we would just like, what the fuck does that mean? We'd get on Google and we'd start to figure out, oh, Jesus, is that what that means?
Well, it's like this weekend, someone was asking how old one of the Seahawks football players is. And I said, oh, well, I grabbed my phone and I looked it up. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's 31. Well, shit. How would you have found that out before? No one would know. You can't guess.
I don't know. You'd have to either guess, and then you'd have what's called a conversation. You'd have, what's so horrible nowadays about how easy it is to Google something and to get the answer is that it's almost like there's no fucking debate anymore. I'd rather have the debate. The debate really sparks a whole bunch of other stuff that leads to more conversation. And when you just know what something is, that it makes it challenging because there is always a right and a wrong now because there's
but
Google.
I still think the things that you can debate about it's about the perspective and how you want to look at it. And I like the fact that you can actually get all the facts, because in the past you might have two people arguing completely different facts because they firmly believe two completely different things that are counter to each other. Well, now at least you can get the facts right, Because nothing on the internet is ever wrong. Of course.
So very true. So very true. Strick, we have not even prepared for today's show. Did we have any topics that we were going to discuss or anything that you think that we should actually even bring up?
No, I don't know.
I find it really hard to believe that you guys didn't prepare for the show.
I find it hard to believe that there was so little sarcasm in your voice there, Sonny Lake.
Hey, Sonny, I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but have you been listening to the shows over the last couple of months? I mean, we're trying to figure out, okay, well, what is working?
I still listen to you guys in the shower. You guys still shower with me every day.
I love that.
Well, we are 5 days a week, so we're hoping that you have something to do the other. What do you do the other 2 days, Sonny?
The other 2 days, I listen to other podcasts.
Oh no!
You cheating on us?
I mean, Sunday, you guys take days off. That's okay.
That's true.
I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. You're not available. I'm not cheating.
Sonny, give the Nice Guy community an idea of some other. Do you happen to know any of the other podcasts that you listen to? Like who else does a Sonny listen to? I listen
to Unmistakable Creative.
All right. What is?
You guys ever heard this guy? His name is Srini Rao or something.
Sweeney Todd.
I don't know, but it's
Sweeney Todd.
not Sweeney Todd. No, it's just about he talks to people who are artists and authors, musicians, stuff like that, just on how they harness their creativity and things. It's really interesting. Totally different than anything else I listen to, but I listen to that one, and then I listen to The Faster Than Normal.
Oh, that's Peter Shankman.
Peter Shankman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have a lot of real estate agents in my office that are ADHD, and so it really helps me kind of learn how to communicate with them better and work with them better.
Did I get Peter Shankman from? No, I don't think I got him from you. I think I got him from Ryan Ayers or one of the. Yeah. So did you get him? Did you
the Zombie Loyalist book?
Yeah. So did you get him as a result of being a listener to the Nice Guys on Business podcast?
Yes.
Gosh, so we actually have Strickland. Let's go to the promise statement for a moment. Have we provided value in Sonny's life?
Apparently we have.
Every day.
Hey, Sonny, has there been any more purchases on Amazon that you've made that you'd like to share with us?
I have actually been trying to curb my online shopping because it was the holiday season. And so I was focused more on buying things for my family. And I did shopping all local this year for Christmas.
That's so nice.
That's very thoughtful.
Yeah, of course.
So, and then I also went to Belize for Christmas for me. That was my Christmas gift to myself. I went to Belize.
Did you went to Belize?
Yeah.
What the heck is in Belize?
Beaches and alcohol and sunshine.
Nice. All of those things. Did you go with friends or did you just kind of go? Have you ever been on vacation by yourself?
I have never been on a vacation, like a full-on vacation by myself. I've done weekends by myself, but not like a full-on vacation. And I didn't really want to go to a foreign country by myself. So I went with a friend. It's awesome.
Hey, Strick.
So back to our Amazon link, Sonny. I don't want to put any pressure on you.
Yeah.
But this week, our total commission that we've earned is $1.58. So we need some help.
Oh, I need to start setting up some more. Well, I should be having some subscription stuff coming up because I do get things shipped like on a regular basis through that. So
I love that.
There should be like paper towels and things like that getting shipped soon.
We'll take
through the subscribe and save.
Hey, Strick, cool. I was talking to my wife over the weekend about being a loyal listener to the Nice Guys on Business podcast, which she is not. But but I said, if you're not going to listen to the show, can you at least buy stuff through your Amazon? Because I know she does a lot of her business purchases through Amazon.
Sure.
I actually went to her computer with her. And we set it up so that now the Nice Guys on Business podcast Amazon link is now the link that she is set up to use for her Amazon purchases. She told me last year she did over $6,000 on Amazon.
Damn, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need.
That'll be good, right?
Commission. That'd be really good. I'm
excited for her to hear about her new business venture.
She is. My wife is the most ambitious woman. Sorry, Sonny. Present company excluded, of course. She is the most ambitious person.
She kicks my ass for sure.
She is incredible. She's got this new company called the Event Coordination Company that she is running with a friend of hers. She was so inundated by calls. She is a full service event planner, so she does a lot of the high end events here in the DC marketplace. But she'd get a lot of calls from people that wanted to do, that just needed like that day of coordination, which is helping, finalize the contracts and the details and all that stuff on the day of. And she kept turning this business away. So she said, I really should start a business with someone else so that I can refer the calls to them. Why give the business, just away and not make any money from it? So she actually has a friend of hers in North Carolina, Liz, who is a partner of hers, and they're running the business together. Although she's the expert and the silent partner behind the scenes. So I'm really excited for her new business adventures. So thank you, Sunny, for bringing that up.
Well, she's the little force to be reckoned with. That Danielle.
She is.
That's Doug's retirement
she
plan.
She should come to New York and meet me while I'm there.
I think she should come too. And as a matter of fact, if she could go, if she would just take a video camera with her, that would be fine with me.
Yeah.
And Sonny's going, yup.
Yeah, Sonny, we got to work out getting together.
The happiest man alive.
We got to work out getting together. We got to meet. I've got to meet you. I mean, if we're going to be in the same city together, we got to figure something out.
No kidding. Seriously.
Just so you know, Strick, Sonny and I have discussed it, and we decided that you're not allowed to meet Sonny unless I'm there with you.
I'm sorry. You got to come to New York with me then, and you can DJ on my gig.
I might have to bring a chaperone or something.
Yeah, Sonny, you definitely need a chaperone. If you're going to meet Strickland by yourself, you will need a chaperone with you.
I have no idea what you are implying, Doug.
I love you, Strickland. You know that.
So I got this guy that I connected with on Facebook, and his name is Siimon Sander, and he has
Is it really Siimon Sandler?
Yeah, Siimon Sander, yeah.
Just like me, Sandler? Like same
Yeah,
last name?
yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Sander, Siimon Sander, but he's got 2 I's in his name too, which is kind of weird. But he's got a podcast called Entrepreneur Decoded, and it's really interesting. It's a good podcast. I've listened to it a couple times. He basically reached out to me and said, "Hey, how are you guys doing? And how do you get more listeners?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, all good." And we're chatting, and he's like, "Yeah, I've kind of hit this plateau. I've been doing it about a year. I do 3 episodes a week, and I've kind of flattened out." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, well, how many are you getting?" He's like, "Well, I'm getting about 5,000 downloads an episode." I'm like,
"Oh, geez.
Dude, what?" I'm like, "What are we doing wrong? I still can't figure it out."
Right, so one of 2 things that's going on. Number one, which is a possibility, Rob Walsh said it right there at the DC Podfest. He's lying. That could be number one. True. That could be number one. So Simon, if you're listening to the show, I'm not calling you out, but I am going to call bullshit for just a moment. I'm not saying that you're lying. I believe you.
I didn't ask him to send me a screenshot of it. I haven't seen that yet. So,
Strick, we know how hard it is to work just to get where we are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I can only imagine that. I don't know. Why am I?
But I gotta believe that we get so many downloads from Overcast, right? I have to believe that we have a somewhat large percentage of the Overcast
Strick,
listeners.
You're about to say it, and that is the reality of it. I mean, look, we're fucking right behind Tim Ferriss. I mean, it's Tim Ferriss is number 1. We are number 2 in the business category, and I do not get it.
But Overcast has got to be a relatively small pond, so to speak. Even on iTunes, if we could even just get a tiny percentage more on iTunes. I mean, we literally get 50, 100 downloads per episode from iTunes.
50 and 100 on each episode on
where
iTunes.
We get 13 to 1,400 from Overcast on the same episode.
It doesn't. Sonny, any idea? Well, what are we doing wrong? Help us. What are we doing wrong?
I think iTunes doesn't make it very easy to listen to podcasts anymore, and there's so many better platforms for it. I think that's kind of the problem, is nobody wants to use iTunes for podcasts.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I just wish we knew how to. Unfortunately, they're the big dog in the game, and we just have to figure out how to get a hold of the listeners there. I don't know what we're doing. I just. You know what? We haven't really done a lot of research. Maybe we should Google that.
Google that shit.
Maybe we should try to figure that out.
Ask a millennial.
There you go. Ask a millennial.
All right, Strick. What else have we got to talk about today before we hit the road into the world of beyond?
Geez, I don't know. I mean, we talked about our Amazon.com link. And for those of you who don't know, if you go to the show notes, you will see a link that says Amazon.com. If you're shopping Amazon, please click here. That gets a little commission, a little piece to the nice guys to help support the podcast. It costs you nothing more. It's just like doing your regular Amazon.com shopping experience. You should take that link and make it a bookmark on your browser. And then every time you are shopping on Amazon, use that. And then we get a little commission, and it's a little thank you, and it helps support the podcast.
2 great interviews coming up.
You can even make a shortcut on your phone. That's what I did too, because I'm sorry, but who doesn't shop for shit on their phone these days? Everybody does. So just put it on your phone.
True. Good point.
Sonny, you're going to have a question or two that you're going to be able to share with us that you want us to ask Gary Vaynerchuk when he comes on the show?
Oh my gosh, I have so many questions.
We totally need to get many more questions from the nice guy community. This is not just a Doug and Strick ask Gary Vaynerchuk questions. It's got to be we need everybody to chime in. I need people to chime in. Without that, I feel like I'm just like I'm half-assing it again. I want to full-ass this. Let me full-ass
We want you to full-ass it too. I've been listening to the Ask Gary V audiobook.
Yeah. So, wait a minute. The Ask Gary V audiobook, not the podcast.
What's his audiobook about?
Yeah, he's got an audiobook. Well, he did just a regular book called Ask Gary V, where he answered a bunch of questions, but then he recorded it as an audiobook as well.
Okay, so so that's kind of like his podcast, but he just put it into book form.
Yeah.
And did he sell that? He probably sold that, right?
Yeah.
How much was that book?
I believe the audiobook, I think I got it for like $7.99.
So $8 times 3 million. God. You know, it's funny. We think about if only 3% of the people that were in his network bought one product that he sold, he would still be a billionaire.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's got to save his money to buy the jets.
Right.
Wait, is that what the plan is for it? So
yeah, he wants to. Everything he does is because he's trying to get closer to buying the New York Jets.
So Vayner Media, that's his media company, right? And does he have another company called Vayner Sports, or is that something else?
I don't know how many companies he's got, but Vayner Media is kind of like his big one. Wine Library, they still do that, but he doesn't run the day-to-day. But yeah, he's got different people that help him run all of his different companies. Like, he's got a pretty good
his ultimate his goal is he wants to buy the Jets.
Yeah. So when he does, and I think he does angel investing and stuff like that as well. So I think that's another company that he's got. But all of it, really, his end game is to buy the Jets. So when he makes decisions, he's like, "Is this going to help me get closer?" He's been a lifelong fan of the Jets, and he just wants to buy them.
But what do the Jets current owners think of this? Are they okay with this?
I don't know. I haven't asked. I figure, if Gary V comes and offers you enough money to buy the team,
yeah, that's true.
Then you might say, sure, why not?
That's true. If somebody were to say to me, if something was worth $100 million, and someone to say to me, "I'm going to give you $200 million," I guess it would be a hard decision not to make to be in his favor.
Yeah, the problem is most of the guys that own football teams don't need the money.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think there are guys out there that are like, "Oh shit, I got to sell my football team. I got to pay some bills."
I got to pay some bills.
I got the water bill coming up.
Yeah, and I think when the Redskins sold, right, when whoever the owner that died, didn't they go for like close to $1 billion or $800 million, some ridiculous sum of money?
I don't understand the whole fanaticism behind sports ownership or even sports in general. I know I'm going to create a lot of enemies with the comment, but I mean, is it really that important? Are sports really that important? Are they that ingrained in the in our worlds that we have to have something that is, you go to a ball game. My wife and I do this every once in a while. We'll go to a Nats game. We'll sit down at the seats, which were probably, I don't know, $75 a piece for fair seats at the stadium. We'll eat an $8 hot dog. We'll drink a $12 Budweiser that you could probably get 3 6-packs for $12.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get a little favor or something that's a little souvenir that might be $20. By the time you're done at a normal ball game, you're spending $400 for 2 people to go to a ball game. Sonny, would you rather do that or go to the fucking opera? Honestly, I'd rather go to the opera.
Oh yeah, I'd absolutely rather go to the opera. But if you think about the average person in the United States, their level of entertainment and their level of attention might be a little bit lower than ours. You think about just the average person.
Okay, well, how are they spending that money though? How are they spending that money though?
That's what they save for it. That's what they really want to do, and that's where they put their priorities. And if you think about it, too, sports players and just other celebrities have so much influence over pop culture. They have so much influence. They've got more influence in people's daily lives than politicians do sometimes. Like, you think about the Kardashians. That's a fucking train wreck. But think about all of the money that they're making and all of the eyes that are watching them, and how really they're driving fashion and the beauty market and all of this shit because people are paying attention. Because who doesn't love a train wreck?
It's not just the train wreck. The train wreck is crazy. I agree with that. But it's just the whole notion that people are spending huge amount of money to go to these ball games and ticket. See, what was it? The PSLs for Raven Stadium. I think when Raven Stadium opened up, it was like $2,500 a seat, and now they're like, I don't know, $5,000 or $7,000 for a private seat license. It just gives you the right to buy a ticket. Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's crazy. And then there's only 8. What? Yeah, and then there's only 8 local games per year. Baseball, I like. I mean, I don't like the game. I think it's boring as shit. But most of the stadiums for most baseball teams, they're not full all the time. And so, like, you can go to Camden Yards as long as it's not a Saturday night game against the Yankees or something, right? And you can get like bleacher seats for $5 or $8, which I think is really cool if you make the choice to do that. Now, you can still pay $75 for seats right down the first baseline that are in the lower section. But I like that the everyman can go to the baseball games. But you're right, with football, every team and every stadium, it's a limited number of games, and so they jack the prices like crazy.
I forgot who I was talking to, but somebody mentioned that they were trying to get to a one of the ACC, or maybe when it was the NCAA finals, one of the finals tickets or something. It was like $7,000 for a ticket, and they were considering it, or it was something crazy.
That's insane.
I don't know. I don't understand how people like to take their money and put it into shit like that. But then again, maybe I'm buying shit that people can't understand why I'm buying. Why are you buying an iPhone, Doug?
Last year for the Super Bowl, just to watch the game in a bar that was near the stadium, they were charging like $200 a person to watch it at a bar.
Are you
to watch
kidding?
it at a bar.
It's a very important bar.
And this was all sorts of bars around, San Francisco. They were charging $200 a person just to watch it in a fucking bar. It's like, I if I'm in San Francisco, I'd rather watch it in my hotel room, I would rather watch it at my house and eat all my yummy food instead of all the stupid bar shit.
No doubt.
And I can make a better cocktail.
Well, that's for sure.
Speaking of cocktails,
it's big business, and people are making tons of money off of it.
Very, very true.
I think it's happy
And,
hour.
Speaking of cocktails, I think we ought to just wrap this up and go make some.
I'm totally doing that. Totally. It is now, what is today? Friday? Is today Friday?
Friday.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
And if you're listening, it's morning. Yes, we will be drinking. If you're listening and it's evening, yes, we have concluded drinking. And I'm not making the show all about drinking, but it is just about to be the weekend, and it is time to celebrate.
All right. Well, then.
Weekend, baby.
Sunny Lake, thank you so much for joining us. We've missed you like crazy.
You and I need
to coordinate so we can meet up in New York, and I can actually put a face to the voice.
Okay, perfect.
I love it.
I will not disappoint.
I'm sure you won't.
Something cute.
Oh, I love that. Doug, you got anything you want to wrap up with?
No, just that nice guy community. Never underestimate the power of nice, and never underestimate the power of Sunny Lake. She's a badass.
Love you guys.
Totally is. Have fun in New York, Sunny. I'm sorry I won't be able to be there, but I know Strickland will make it completely worthwhile. Take a chaperone with you everywhere you go.
Perfect. I will do it. Yes, I will bring a chaperone. And we'll have a 10-foot buffer. Like, you can't get within 10 feet of me.
Steve O'Brien. That's maybe 6 feet would be fine. You'll be safe. You'll be safe within 6 feet. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Fill up your week with the nice guys. Now you can turn it off.